What's up, guys, and good morning. We are up at the house today. We are going to be starting a very, very fun project. Brandon is actually on his way up here. Have you guys caught last video, 2 videos ago? I don't remember. When Brandon and I went to the shop and we cut up all of the plywood that's gonna be making up our built-in closets in the bedroom. We're gonna start building the 2 wardrobes and then maybe like staining or painting some of them. I'm probably getting ahead of myself. We're probably just gonna build 2 cabinets today, and then tomorrow we're gonna start staining and painting and getting them mocked up in place. We have a lot of cabinets, a lot of drawers, a lot of doors, a lot of building that's gonna take place up in the bedroom, and when we're done, we're gonna have a beautiful wall full of built-in storage for clothing and all different types of accessories. I'm really excited for it, and Brandon should be here any minute. Allie's getting ready for the day, and then we're gonna get to work.
If you've ever done any research into built-ins or closet storage space options, there are some really cool options available for organizing your closets, organizing your clothing, and it's cool. We could have just like gone to IKEA and pre-ordered a custom-built whatever we wanted wardrobe with sliders and doors and whatever color and whatever material we were looking for. It would have worked fine, but they're extremely back-ordered. They're expensive, and for the quality that you get, we thought we could do it ourselves for probably about the same price, have it be much nicer quality and exactly what we're looking for, rather than having to conform a little bit to the IKEA specifications. So I'm really excited that what we have in mind is going to be beautiful, super functional, and fit our space exactly. Alright, well, it's kind of clean in here now.
I think we've at least got enough space that we can glue and assemble the actual cabinets in here.
Okay.
And then today I don't think we'll get to it, but we'll start staining and painting in here tomorrow, and then we'll like carry them up and install them, and from here to the bedroom should be easy to carry a fully assembled cabinet.
Cool.
I would do it in the basement, but I think that the wardrobes are going to be too big to make that corner, and I don't want to like ding up the walls and stuff, so we'll just do it in here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Leo. Oh boy. Yeah. Of course, it's been in the 50s, some days even in the 60s this week, and now that we have to be working outside up at our house, it's not only 33 degrees and freezing outside, but it's starting to flurry as well. Just our luck.
Hopefully we can get this done quickly. I would love to just do this inside, but drilling all of the pocket holes makes a lot of wood shavings and sawdust, and we really don't want to do that inside. We want to do that outside, so hopefully we can get these holes drilled quickly, but there is like 200 holes or something. There's a lot of holes that need to be drilled, so we're gonna try and bust it out as quick as we can. Hopefully the snow holds off and just teases us a little bit. We can get moving inside. All right, well, the snow is kind of starting to pick up a little bit. They're little teeny tiny snowflakes, and they're basically turning to rain when they hit anything outside because it's like just warm enough for it to not actually stay snow, which either way, as soon as it hits the wood, is a problem. So Brandon's busting out the last of the pocket holes in this first back of the first cabinet. He's gonna do the second one, and then we're gonna try and bring those inside, and I'm gonna start assembling the actual cabinets, and hopefully we can get the rest of the pocket holes drilled before real snow hits, because the snow is starting to pick up, and once this wood gets wet, it can cause problems, and we definitely don't want these cabinets that are going in our bedroom to be warped and twisted and, you know, all the problems that come when wood gets wet. So time is of the essence, and we need to hurry. All right, we've got the mini split heater cranked on turbo blast. It's warming up this room and making it actually nice and comfortable. Kind of hard to see. We have one back here. These are tops and bottoms. These are sides. And I'm gonna start assembling the first cabinet.
What are we doing?
I'm gonna lay it on its back, and I'm gonna stand it up to put the other side on. Very, very careful. What do you think? Are your clothes gonna fit in here?
I have like 3 shirts.
I'm gonna have all the clothes. Yeah. I'll you have 1.5 of these and you can have the other half.
Perfect.
These are gonna be massive. We're making a lot of storage. And I think it's gonna be nice in the end. It's gonna be hard to build and do.
Okay.
I think we'll be happy in the end.
You know, if we don't end up using them as a wardrobe, it could be an extra crib or maybe a dog kennel.
Or a house. Giant doll house.
Are the outsides all gonna get like sanded and polished and pretty?
No, it's the problem we're running into is like this side is gonna be visible from like here up, maybe like here down. We might have to like put some putty on that.
We should put that inside.
Sand it. Definitely should have.
The goal here is to make them better than IKEA cabinets.
Oh, that's not hard to do.
Okay, good. Don't worry, guys. I know what you're all thinking, and I will be picking the paint color of these cupboards. Trent did a pretty good job on these cupboards. Your shirt almost matches the cabinets.
I made these.
But his paint picking days are over.
It's not fair.
If I remember right, you picked that color, Allie.
I described the color, and
Thank you, Brandon.
then he went and picked out the paint. So I guess we're basically trying to figure out how to make this look as finished and professional quality as possible and not have to like blame it on Leo built this or something.
And even though we did plan this all out, we're still making decisions on the fly because that's how you get the best product. Because if you plan everything out and then you get halfway done and you say, oh, if we do that, I'm not gonna like that, or this is gonna look weird, or I don't like the way that this is coming together. You've always got to be able to make changes and like kind of shift on the fly. And so that's what we're doing right now is we're trying to figure out exactly how the drawers in the bottom of our wardrobes are going to look and how the faces are going to look and whether we want the slides exposed. Anyway, we're going to stand this cabinet up and we're going to try and figure out exactly how high we want the shelf to be that's going to be above the hanging portion. Like you don't want to have to try to hang your clothes up and be like, like on your tippy toes to hang hangers and pull clothes down. So we want to make sure all these things are at ergonomical height for both Allie and I, and then make sure our drawers aren't too big and aren't too small. So we're gonna stand up this double wide coffin and we're gonna see what fits inside of it.
Woo, barely fits the thing. Looks like it could be one of those really cool like toddler beds that's built into a car.
Should we make one of those?
Yeah, wouldn't that be fun? Or a van? A toddler bed built into a van?
How about we just build a toddler bed in a van?
Yeah, I like that better.
Hope we don't regret this.
Why would we regret this?
I don't know. It's just an elephant-sized.
Now you're scaring me.
I mean, like, if you think about an armoire, they're like this big.
This big, yeah, for sure.
We're just making dual
Yeah, you can have two.
armoires.
We don't have to make two.
Yes, we do.
Who cares about symmetry?
That's good.
Okay.
I turned the mini split onto turbo, I think I told you guys earlier, and probably shouldn't have because now Allie's going to run it on turbo all day, every day. It's actually working, and it's keeping this room really warm. It feels nice in here. Normally it's like a little chilly in here when it's super cold outside, and on turbo this thing works. I like knew about this earlier, but I felt like if we ran it on turbo like all the time that it would die. Like I feel like turbo is like only in an emergency do you turn this on. You don't just like leave it on. But
Well, today's an emergency. Today is an emergency because look outside.
It's just like Sleepy Hollow outside.
Yeah.
It's just like foggy. I'm just really glad there's not a lot of precipitation. Yes, we need it, but also our driveway doesn't need it because this little spot right here in front of the stairs is basically just clay. So whenever it rains, that turns into like the stickiest, nastiest mud that ruins all of our shoes. And I'm glad that it's not actually like snowing or raining a lot. I think like Monday or Tuesday, we have to like take down the shelter logic, and we're probably gonna start trying to like get trailers ready to move. And actually, I'm not ready for that at all.
I am.
Well, you're gonna have to go clean out Terry.
I'm ready.
And then we need to get a couch and the cushions fixed and the furnace replaced, and then we can sell it.
Yeah.
We did get some interest in Terry, so if you guys are interested in buying her, let us know. She's probably gonna be ready to go in like 5 days. So
$1 million.
at least.
Whoa, boy.
Do we trust this?
There you are. Here's your new house, Leo. You're on the main floor. There's an attic and a basement.
Hi. Whoa, are you sitting up? What? Kind of. What? Hi, buddy.
There you go.
Whoa, you're doing it. Oh, catch him, catch him.
This cabinet is basically done. It needs to be like stained on the inside, which I think we've decided to maybe go with staining the inside of the cabinet instead of painting it. Mostly because stain, you don't have to worry about like little spots you didn't get and like brush strokes and like getting in the corner. Like you can just stain in the corners really easily and it doesn't look like thick and thin like paint does. I think it'll be a lot easier. Maybe it'll give it like a cool aesthetic, you know? It's gonna be like maybe a light gray color or something, and then like once you open the doors, it'll have like this beautiful wood feeling.
Okay.
And I think that'll be like kind of a cool contrast.
Okay.
Yeah, Leo likes it. Aqua? Thirsty?
Oh yeah, he's bilingual. Did you know that?
He speaks Russian and Spanish. So I think we've got this basically as built as we can. Also, I have 7 pocket hole screws left. So we're gonna lay down the next back and we're gonna get the top and the bottom on it. And that's all we can do today. But we're gonna do that, and then tomorrow we're gonna get paint and stain and build the rest of this and maybe start painting and staining.
Nice. Let's do it. What the heck do you think you're doing over here?
I'm eating Girl Scout cookies.
Give me one of those.
Adult pest dispenser.
You know, the only thing better than a Thin Mint is a frozen Thin Mint. If you haven't put your Thin Mints in the freezer, you're welcome. Try it.
Your eye protection.
What needs that?
See that eye protection?
Not recommended.
All right, well, unfortunately, I think that is probably gonna do it for us today. We do have to put the 2 sides on here and then put all the shelves inside and get everything glued and screwed, and then it'll look just like this one, and we can stain and paint and get these ready, go mount them in place. Also, these are all the shelving that's gonna go on the outsides on the left and the right-hand side of the actual, I start calling them armoires, on the outsides of the armoires.
Give them a visual.
That's too confusing.
It's gonna be
an awkward game of checkers.
Sort of like that.
it's gonna be very pretty. One day.
Yeah, it's actually a little bit unsettling because I was like, oh, you know what, let's start building these built-ins. It's probably gonna take us like a week or 2 to like fully do all this. And now next week, we have to start doing all of the like garage stuff. So I'm hoping we don't have like half-built built-ins in the sunroom forever. I'm hoping we can like kind of get them in place up there. And then take down the shelter logic, get those trailers moved. We're gonna start in the garage soon. I'm really excited to get back to framing because framing is just like such a, when you don't have to do it every day for a living, it's actually really fun.
It's so visually satisfying because the progress is like so stark and huge that it's like, oh, I built an entire wall. I built 3 entire walls.
Yeah.
It's like you can really see like a structure come together.
And instead of being like, with the glue, you're just out here with this giant gun and you're like, bang, 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 bang,
Next
bang, 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 and you're just like, and you're just having fun. And you're outside and you're like playing music and the sun is out instead of like being inside when it's cold and you've got glue everywhere and painting.
Just because you said that, it's gonna continue to snow.
Most likely. Anyway, I think that's probably going to do it for us today. Maybe we have a visitor. The dogs are going crazy. We'll see you guys in the morning.
You know, as things change around here, which they change constantly, one thing has remained the same over the last couple years, and that's every single morning we drink our AG1 by Athletic Greens. and Athletic Greens is the sponsor of today's video. AG1 has been part of our daily routine for years, in Terry while we were building, and now in the house.
Now, a lot of you guys see me drink coffee every single morning, but I have Athletic Greens every single morning before my coffee because this is basically my all-in-one multivitamin that I down, and then I sit and enjoy my coffee while I wake up in the morning.
AG1 is a nutritional drink that is both convenient and comprehensive, with crucial vitamins and minerals, adaptogens and antioxidants, superfoods, and probiotics to support energy, focus, gut health, digestion, and immunity. I've actually been taking AG1 my entire pregnancy, and now while I'm breastfeeding. It's been incredible for me, but it's been an important part of my daily ritual. It's comprehensive, and it gives you the peace of mind of knowing that you're getting everything you need in one scoop. Takes 1 minute, once a day, every day. Super convenient and super easy. If you haven't tried AG1 yet, now is the time to do it. Click our link in the description and you'll actually get a 1-year supply of the immune supporting D3K2 and 5 travel packs free with your first purchase. You can't really put a price tag on health, and we take our health very seriously around here. You guys enjoy, and thank you again to Athletic Greens for sponsoring today's video. I'm gonna finish up my drink, we're gonna get to work.
Are you poopy? Are you a poopy baby? You are. You are. Hi. Hi. It's okay. It's okay. Yes.
Good morning, guys. We are just finishing up the second armoire this morning, getting it all screwed and glued together. Brandon stopped at Home Depot this morning and picked up some extra screws that we were missing. And then I'm gonna get, oh, big blowout. I'm getting Leo changed and ready to go, and then I think we are hitting the road to go do one of my favorite parts of the build, which is pick out paint. If you had a superpower, it would be pooping. It's crazy how when Leo was a baby, or I guess he's still a baby, when Leo was first born, his poops didn't have any smell to them. And now his diet hasn't changed. He's still only drinking mama's milk, but his poops stink. Stink. What happened?
Are you just having big old blowouts? Big old blowouts this morning. Yeah! All the poop. All of the poop.
Are you a poopy baby? Yes.
There you go.
How about tacos?
Would you like some tacos? Yeah. You ready to go?
Hey there, buddy.
Excellent. Yeah.
It looks pretty even to me.
Good. That was the
That one looks higher, but it's on the carpet.
that was the goal. As long as they look close,
Yeah.
because they're not going side by side.
It's like a king-size bed. We could just scrap this whole idea and make these drawer slides that come out of each side of below the bed.
Yeah, right.
That's a big bed.
1,000-pound drawer slides. So we're actually gonna be trying something new with these cabinets that we didn't do with these other cabinets, and that's that we're gonna be like staining or basically just like a clear sealer on the inside of the cabinets, because it's not really that aesthetic, and painting in the corners with rollers and brushes like just becomes a huge pain in the butt. And yeah, we could paint these before they're assembled and then like screw like painted boards together, but when you do that, you're gluing paint to paint, and that doesn't really hold very well. And if these were ever under any kind of load and the boards popped apart, it would be because we tried to glue paint to paint.
With how many shirts you have, these will definitely be under some load.
These are gonna be loaded pretty heavily. I'll be entirely honest, and we're gonna fill them up because that's just what happens when you have space, is you fill it up. So we're gonna fill these up, but basically we're just gonna get like some clear stain today and like basically seal the inside of the cabinets. We're gonna pick out our paint color for the outsides, and then basically just like the two sides are getting painted, and that's it. Everything else is either getting face frames or it's gonna be concealed or it's on top. So Not that much staining and painting, and then we gotta paint all those shelves that are gonna go on the outside, and we can go and get these things mocked up and screwed into the wall up there.
Wow.
Who knows if we'll get there today or not, but we're gonna head down to Home Depot and Benjamin Moore.
I feel like I used to come to this store all the time, but I haven't been here since I've had Leo. I was always pregnant, and it's a great store. I'm excited to see some of these guys again. Good morning. How are you? Good.
I was the one who arrived too soon, but no one would.
No way.
If they saw us exchanging glances, I was too busy to fall in love. You were too busy to break my heart. Nobody else was there.
I think this is the first time being in here not pregnant. We actually had a baby this time. Don't forget the baby.
There you go.
I can carry that.
All right, have fun, guys.
Cool, thanks. Good to see you.
Sounds like you're going to be busy for a bit.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be back. Thank you.
Have a good one, guys.
It's the new paint can shake.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
Oh no. Do you want me to just wipe it off the truck before it
Yeah,
dries?
what do I do there?
I don't know.
I'm sure just a wet rag. It's fine.
Yeah.
A hose would be
Or a hose, yeah.
ideal.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have a hose. All right, well, we got the primer that got spilt on the truck all cleaned up and wiped off, at least for the most part. Now we just have a giant puddle of primer out in the driveway, but I think that'll be okay. Now we have moved back into the sunroom. We took one of our armoires out on the deck so that we had some extra space in here. These things are massive. I feel like most people watching this are gonna be like, that's ridiculous, I can't believe you did that. But I feel like all the women with lots of clothes are gonna be like, I want that. I don't know, pick which side you're on and let us know in the comments. I think they're massive, but I think that it will be useful in the end, so who knows. I think right now they just feel really big because we're like moving them around. But once they're attached on the wall, it's gonna be really nice and convenient. So basically the outsides on like the right and the left side are gonna get primed and painted, and then the inside and the top and maybe the bottom is gonna get stained. So Brandon and I are probably gonna start working on staining and priming right now, and hopefully we can make quick work of this. New Zealand lamb's wool, really nice for stain, I think.
I just read an article about the first 90 wild kangaroos that were released in Wyoming.
In Wyoming?
And then at the end of the article it said, April Fools.
Oh my gosh, I was like, no way!
I was like,
What?
very confused, yeah.
That's not the climate for a kangaroo.
Yeah. How are you gonna do this? You need a harness from the ceiling so you can rappel, or like Tom Cruise style, Mission Impossible style down.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yes, exactly. Wow, that ages us right there.
Yeah, what's that?
Makes us feel older.
Yeah. All right, these guys have fully stained the inside of one of the cupboards, and it looks like they've even painted one side of the walls. I guess it's an armoire, a wardrobe, I don't really know what to call this. And now they've switched and they're starting on the second one. Leo and I are hanging out in here because it's kind of stinky in there and I don't want Leo to be breathing that. But luckily it's warming up really nicely outside and it's a bright sunny day, so we can have that first cupboard armoire thing drying and defuming outside while they work on cabinet number 2. I think soon it's about to be the time where we can take the snowblower off the deck. We can take the Christmas lights off the railing. They're pretty, but it's springtime, let's face it. Let's just call it what it is. It's not Christmas anymore. And I think in the next video or so, we're gonna be taking down the shelter logic, getting the site prepped and ready to start building the garage. We've probably been saying this for a couple videos now, but I really think it's happening very, very soon, which is exciting because I know all of us are itching to do some big building, some major building, you know?
All right, well, we got our coats of clear stain on the insides of the cabinet, and I think it actually turned out relatively well. We do have some pencil lines here that was a mistake, and we didn't get them taken off, so those are gonna be there forever, and that's just a memory. It gives it character, as we always say. We got the outsides of the cabinets all primed up. We haven't painted them yet, but we got them nice and primed, so they're ready for paint. And the next day that we start working on these cabinets, there's little shelves that go on the outside that we've been talking about. Those are gonna get primed, and then once those get painted and the outsides of these cabinets get painted, Brandon and I are gonna try and carry these things up the stairs into our bedroom and try and figure out how to mount them onto the wall and get them spaced up off the ground. So that's gonna be really exciting, but I think the next time that we see you guys, we're actually gonna be taking down the shelter logic and preparing for the garage build.
Like I just said, we've been saying this for many videos now, but I think it is really happening in the next video or so.
It could snow. So
That's true.
If it snows, that's not going to happen, but that is our plan right now. And I think as it stands right now, this room smells like stain.
Yeah.
Really, really bad, which you don't have to edit tonight. You had to edit last night. And that's why I decided to do the stain today instead of yesterday's, because I didn't want this room to be really smelly.
Well, and it's good. We can close the door, crack the windows, keep the fans on, and it's basically a separate part of the house. So
yeah,
it doesn't affect the main living area.
But stage 1 is complete.
Tough life.
It's got a tough life to live. Somebody's got to do it, right?
If only someone would just stick some food in my mouth every time I was a little fussy.
That's what we're all looking for. Somebody to feed us when we're hungry. Now that Leo's content, he's got a bottle, and I'm pretty pooped from the day. I think also Brandon and I kind of realized that getting those armoires up the stairs is going to be exceedingly challenging.
Really?
But the good thing is there's no ceiling to the stairs, so I think we can just stand them up and carry them like super tall, so that it's not hard to make the corner going up the landing or anything like that. And I think we should be able to do it. It's just they're tall and they're wide and they're deep, and it's
but they're
big.
Not heavy.
They're not super heavy. They're pretty heavy, but they're not super heavy. They're just big plywood boxes. So I think we should be able to get them up there, and when we're done preparing for the garage or whatever we're gonna do in the next video, we'll probably revisit the armoires and get them painted and start getting them installed. And we really need to do that because we need some storage.
It's
like
true.
we need real clothing storage. Half my clothes are still in Terry.
I know.
And we have that little wardrobe up there, but it's just not enough. So I'll be excited when we finally get that accomplished.
I think we're going to let Leo eat his little afternoon lunch and get ourselves cleaned up and go spend the afternoon with my parents. They have a couple more days in town before they actually head back home. I don't know if we should call it home. Back to their East Coast residence, but let's call this home. I don't know. But hopefully you guys enjoyed coming along on today's video. We are getting really excited for springtime, for garage building, and to maybe one day complete building in the house.
Someday. Eventually. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you show us by giving us a big thumbs up on today's video. Consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Adios.